Okay, joining us now live this morning is U.S. Senator James Lankford.
And the Republican joins us on Zoom this morning from our nation's capital. Senator Lankford, good morning.
Good morning. Great to see you all.
Well, good to see you. You introduced the Stop Vaccine Mandates Act. The president has said in an executive order that there is a mandate for federal employees and federal contractors. They'll lose their job if they're not vaccinated. What are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, incredibly frustrating. This is the president playing a giant game of chicken with the country, with the economy, and with a lot of families. I've had a lot of families like mine that have already been vaccinated that encourage other people to be vaccinated, say this is a great solution, this is a terrific option for your family, but each family, each individual has to be able to make that choice. There are side effects for some with the vaccine. There are also tremendous detriments, obviously, including even death for some of those folks that have really bad response to COVID-19. So we encourage people to get vaccinated. But what the president's doing is he's saying to all these folks that are frontline workers, folks that are individuals that worked all the way through the pandemic, that now if you don't get vaccinated, I'm going to fire you after all of this time. And a lot of families have a cancer patient in their family. They have other issues that are going on. They have religious accommodations, or they've already had COVID and they have natural immunity and they don't want to do this. And so for those families, they need to be respected. But the president's currently saying that he's not going to do it. And even though they announced a religious accommodations, federal workers would tell you there is a 7-step process to show if you're religious enough to be able to get this. And the medical accommodations, I've heard from multiple folks that are federal employees that are very frustrated. They're actually not having any attention paid to their own doctor. They're saying, no, the CDC says you need to have it, so your own doctor doesn't apply. So this is what I'm trying to be able to push back on, say we need some common sense in that.
Can you give us an idea, in your opinion, of long-term effects of this mandate and the things that it could impact that maybe we're not thinking about right now? You know, I hear, you know, airline pilots not wanting to get the vaccine. They're not going to be flying, and you have these delays, and teachers not wanting to go to the classroom, and that's why school districts are apprehensive about this. Give us an idea of some of the aspects we're not thinking about when it comes to this mandate.
Well, let me give you several that have come to our office just in the last couple of weeks. For instance, we have 20,000 people in the Department of Homeland Security that have said, I've had COVID already, I have natural immunity, I don't want to take the vaccine. If we lose 20,000 people in the Border Patrol, Customs and Border Protection, and our federal law enforcement, we're in real trouble in a situation that's already really, really bad on the border. We have nursing homes that they'll have a certain percentage of their employees that have said, I've had COVID, I don't want to take the vaccine. So the vast majority are vaccinated, maybe 90% are vaccinated, another 10% are not. Well, those 10% actually keep the facility open. If those 10% all have to leave their job, all have to get fired, that facility cannot operate anymore. We have offices that are federal offices scattered in different areas, in rural areas of Oklahoma, that maybe half of the office is saying, I don't want to get vaccinated. If we lose those individuals, that's USDA, that's Social Security cards, it's all of those things in regional offices around the state that suddenly can't provide services. So this is not just a small issue for a few families. If 5 or 10% of our workforce is not doing delivery driving, is not doing our Border Patrol right now, is not doing our Social Security offices, that has a dramatic effect on actual services to individuals.
And not to mention the impact on the economy as well.
Supply chain issues as well happening right now. Senator
Lankford. That's correct.
We appreciate it. Thank you very much for joining us this morning.
You bet. Thank you all very much.